to WMIXsports.com. Junior high basketball is powered by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital, it's what healthcare should be. The Class S state finals are also sponsored in part by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Community First Bank of the Heartland by Chester Auto Body, Scott Owens, State Farm Insurance, the Rome PTO by Red Lake College, Bird Watson Drugs, Dual Furniture and the General Store, and the Rome Booster Club. It's time for the Class S state finals on 94.1 FM WMIX. The pregame starts now.
Welcome onto the campus of Red Lake College. Today in Class S, third place and first place will be decided for the 2012-2013 season. A very pleasant Saturday afternoon, wherever you may be listening in on WMIX 94.1 FM or listening and watching at WMIXsports.com. I'm Danny Czerwinski. We'll be bringing you the play-by-play of these two ball games. Joining me alongside his voice of Mount Vernon Athletics on WMIX, Mr. Chris Hugo. And the Class L just finished up, Chris. They're heading out. S is filling in. There's not an empty seat in the house here today for already. It's going to be tough to find a seat by the time that title game here gets here this afternoon.
It's going to be tough to do a lot of things in this gymnasium by the time the title game gets here this afternoon. But good to be back here at the Class S state finals, and you take a look at the games that have happened today in Class L. We've already had the precedent set for some close basketball. This last game really did not give us that same impact that the Benton game had. Of course, Benton beat Olney on a last-second tip-in at the buzzer, and that just kind of set this place going. And now what we have here in this third-place game between New Hebron and Pinckneyville 204 may not be such a crowd that the championship game will have between Rome and Woodlawn, but still should be a great atmosphere here in Waugh Gym.
It's the first of three here today on WMIX, as well as at WMIXsports.com. We'll have the championship game following this one between New Hebron and Pinckneyville 204. We'll have Woodlawn and Rome in the title game, and then on to later tonight, we'll drive across the county to Woodlawn as the Woodlawn Cardinals on senior night host the Flora Wolves. We need to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more about all the happenings here at Red Lake College going on today and a little bit this week. You're listening to the Class S State Tournament on WMIX.
Crossroads Community Hospital is proud to be the presenting sponsor for the Southern Illinois Junior High State Final. Hi, this is Debbie Richardson, Marketing Director at Crossroads Hospital, and we applaud our two local teams, Rome Hornets and Woodlawn Warriors, and wish them the best of luck in their return trip to Red Lake College. Congratulations on your 2012-13 accomplishments. As we all know, great teamwork pays off. From one great team to another, Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Chester Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Chester Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Chester Auto Body, 602 South Park in Chester, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
Talk to your neighbors, then talk to State Farm agent Scott Owens. See why State Farm insures more drivers than Geico and Progressive combined. Great service plus discounts. State Farm wants to get you all available discounts. That's why we apply the savings automatically during your quote. Want confirmation that you're getting all the discounts that you're eligible for? There's a State Farm agent right here in Jefferson County who's always happy to help. See Scott Owens in Mount Vernon or call 242-3770.
This is the Class F State Finals from WMIX Sports, powered by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Danny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside at Red Lake College, game number whatever for the third place, I guess it would be, in Class S. As we appreciate all the Rome people coming by, Chris telling us that we're here today, and really happy to hear from Rome, Woodlawn, Pinckneyville 204, and New Hebron even telling us how happy they are that we're here doing this and bringing a video live to them.
And it makes us feel great, and of course we've come here with a mission. We understand that grade school sports are very important. Junior high athletics, of course, the SIJHSAA, and did not get here last year, needed to be here this year with Rome and Woodlawn being in the Final Four, and of course Blueford got here as well. And just great to see county athletics doing well, but beyond that, great to see regional sports doing well in our area. 204, of course, as they come in. The Tigers are not the defending champs, but they were champs in 2011. Woodlawn, of course, champs in 2012. And to have those two back in this tournament. Those two battled, of course, in the semifinal. And then you have New Hebron, a Christian school out of Robinson that is co-ed, come in. They got there via regional. Of course, they had to battle a lot of those teams up to the north and east. And the fact that they got here, they played a Rome team as close as they could. Rome was able to get that victory, of course, but just a great atmosphere. Should be a great day of junior high basketball for Rindlake College.
Should be a great day of junior high basketball. There's already been 4 games in Class L. We'll get you updated on that one. Of course, the title game tonight. It'll probably start a little bit after 4 o'clock because we're running a little bit behind. It'll be Woodlawn and Rome. And, of course, today 204 and New Hebron battling for 3rd place. We need to step out for another break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this matchup between 204 and New Hebron and what the connections are. You're listening to the Class S State Tournament on WMIX.
I'm Jason Moore. Look at your next round weather. Clouds give way to some sun for this afternoon, high at 47. Cloudy for tonight. There will be a passing shower late. We drop down to 37. Breezy and mild with rain at times, and we could see a thunderstorm tomorrow. High at 53. Low at 37 again for your Sunday night. The mix of clouds and sun will start the work week on Monday to high 50. It remains sunny but cooler on Tuesday. The high drops down to 40. Next round weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Do you farm or operate an agriculture-based business? Then Community First Bank is for you. Hi, I'm Steve Down, Agribusiness Lending Officer at Community First Bank. With our roots firmly planted in Jefferson County, we offer the stability, strength, and personal attention that you deserve. Community First Bank wants to be your financial partner with customized products for both your personal and farm banking needs. Stop by any of our 5 convenient Jefferson County locations to see how we can help your business grow.
Community First Bank, with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ida. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Don't you hate it when one of your family members borrow your car and then you get in to find all of your settings changed? Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. The 2013 Ford Escape boasts Ford's MyKey technology, which lets you program individual keys so 2 family members can share the car, yet have personalized settings take effect when they use their unique keys. Wow! With its safety features, best-in-class fuel economy, and aerodynamic design, the 2013 Ford Escape S at Ford Square is perfect for everyone. Save $2,000 on this king of the crossovers when you finance through Ford Motor Credit, including 3 payments on us. Come and see and test drive the 2013 Ford Escape at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or log on to FordSquare.com.
This is the Class S State Finals on WMIX and on WMIXSports.com.
As we welcome you back into Rindlake College.
Jeez, treated like royalty here,
Hey,
aren't we?
I'm telling you what, the executive director of the SIJHSAA, I asked him for a favor for a buddy of ours who needed this particular game to help him out. He's doing a little junior high volleyball tournament today, and he came through. You know who that is?
No, apparently. Oh, that one.
That one there, Smokey Bear.
I was thinking of a different one.
Smokey Bear.
I was thinking of right wing.
I have to smell Smokey Bear out a little bit today, so I had to get a couple of papers. And executive director of the SIJHSAA, Greg Hale, walked in, and I asked him, and he took care of me. He said he would. So
he is a friend of the Saturday Sports Show, isn't he?
Yes, he is. We enjoy. We tell you what, being down here at Rend Lake's a great time. And for these schools that get to come down here, Chris, it's such a great time for them to come down here and get the experience. And today, both these teams are going to take back a trophy to go along with the memories of playing here on this floor.
Well, and it's been a few years since I've been able to come to the state tournament for the Southern Illinois Junior High School Athletic Association. But, you know, coming here in grade school and seeing some of the Rome teams back in the early 90s, as I date myself, and even in the earlier part of this millennium, and just the atmosphere that comes, and thankfully being a part of schools that travel so well, 204, Woodlawn, Rome.
Yep.
It makes for a great atmosphere today. Benton had this place packed, as did Olney earlier. Centralia just left. And the atmosphere creates the cheers for these kids out there on the floor. It's just mesmerizing, astonishing, and amazing all in one.
It will be amazing here today. Both teams are at their benches. We're going to have the starting lineups, and I'll turn it over to Mr. Hugo to get us the starting lineups for New Hebron of Robinson, Illinois, and Pinckneyville 204.
Well, New Hebron, of course, is coached by 97 Lawrenceville grad Jason Green. He'll start number 2, Chris Rivera. Number 3, Joey Wright. Number 14, Marcus Renshaw. Number 24, Hunter Goodwin. And number 53, Shaylin Wilbur. I couldn't read my own handwriting. My apologies. Now for Dennis Ginn. Been at the helm for 24 years in the coaching ranks, and of course he will start. Number 20, J.C. Mall. Number 23, Dustin Englehart. number 32, Grayson Booza, number 44, Alex Howard. And I cannot read my own handwriting again. Did this quickly this morning during the Saturday Sports Show.
Corey Dan.
Corey Dan, thank you.
Pinckneyville, too, of course, as you mentioned, New Hebron. We'll start with them. Private school, Christian school out of Robinson, Illinois. They are a co-ed team. They have both girls and boys on this team, as I already see that Jason Green swapped starters after I talked to him.
Jason.
So it's one of those things where you never know who will show and whatever else. So they are a team, as I said, from Robinson, and they require one thing. They have parent volunteers that coach. They also require that every student in every class they take have a 75% or higher in every class that they do, or you cannot play. And this is a school that has been to Bryn Lake before a few years ago, and they made it to the Elite Eight, so they have some experience of being here. On the other side, as the 204 Tigers are introduced, they are located on the eastern side of Pinckneyville, near the, I guess would be famous Red Hawk Golf Course, where I know a few things about. And they are coached by Dennis Ginn, who has been at 204 for a long time, 24 years as a coach, 8 as the girls coach, 16 as the boys coach. 282 and 159 is his record, and man, he has led that team and program. Played on the 80 state title team, coached the 11 state title team, got a connection, and it's hard to find guys like him to coach as long as he has at a junior high.
Well, and it is, and you certainly thank your stars if you're able to have a coach that sticks with it long enough and dedicates himself to the program, as has been the case with 204. And, 204 has fed a lot of future Pinckneyville Panthers, and rightfully so. And you look at the list, there is a long list just in recent memory of kids that have gone on to play for both Dick Korn and Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the names of lineage that you see. The other thing about 204 we mentioned the other night, or I mentioned, is the fact they used to just be red and white. Last year, after 2012, they adopted into the Columbia blue into their school uniform. That's what Pinckneyville High School is well known for. You're looking at some of the names, right?
I am. Did not realize Matt Mason was a 204 Tiger.
Oh, yes.
Incredible.
Explains a lot, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Tip controlled by the Tigers, and Pinckneyville will begin this one as they move to the floor. Maul with it in the corner, gives it to Howard. Howard in a lane, turnaround jumper falls in. And Pinckneyville easily goes on top. They're going to have a size advantage inside and a height advantage with Dan and Howard underneath that I'm not sure that New Hebron can keep up with. Hebron will bring it across the line. Joey Wright will bring it across. Throw it in the right corner to Goodwin. Goodwin back out to Joey Wright. Wright with it. Had a good game the other night against Rome. Now out front, ball tied up. Maul with the headband on, throws it out to Howard. Howard has it tipped away out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Tigers on the turnover for New Hebron. This game, a lot of people are wondering. It's hard to play this game, Chris. Nobody wants to be in it until you're here.
Exactly.
That's the game. It's third place.
Well, and especially if you come here and you lose twice, but you lose your last 2 games, you finish at 4th. And sometimes that can be detrimental to a program, but you just got to remember, you got here, you got a trophy.
Hawthorne on the right wing is Maul. He of the headband and long socks. Shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Joey Wright. Wright will bring it up the front court. He'll go up to the right wing, between the leg dribble. Has it pickpocketed, stolen away by Mr. Booza. He was prominent in the semifinals the other night against Woodlawn. Booza up to right side, right corner to Maul. Maul holds it on the hip, and he'll look. Gets it out front to Dan, inside to Howard. Howard will kick it out left wing to Engelhardt in the corner to Booza. Booza down the lane, left block, shot no good. Booza gets it back, put it up, too strong. A rebound goes to New Hebron. Joey Wright will bring it up across the timeline. Just underway here in the third place game. 2-0 Tigers with 5.5 to go in the first. Across the timeline comes New Hebron. Leaves it out front for Rivera. Top of the key, left wing to Annie Bellinger. 2 ladies start for New Hebron today. Kicking in the right corner, Goodwin for a shot up and long off the mark. Rebound to Booza. Booza, you can tell, has got a little bit more growing to do in his body. So he gets to the free throw line, doubles into traffic, loses it, picked up. Now Howard has it, left corner to Engelhardt. Down the left side he comes, pulls it back out top of the key to Dan. Long 3 on the way, front of the iron, hits the floor, rebound to Goodwin to Joey Wright. And here come the Eagles flying up the right side of the floor. Wright with it on the wing. Will dribble around, now picks it up, looks top of the key to Rivera to Wright. Thought about shooting it from behind the volleyball line. We'll get into that later, too. There's a three behind the college line. Short. Hits the floor. Rebound Goodwin. Short. No good. Rebound Booza for the Tigers. Booza out to Howard, who ran away. That might get over his head. Nope. Tracks it down the left corner. And he has it on the left wing. Booza. Maul has it in the left corner. Gets it in to Howard. Jump shot from 10. No good. Neither team can hit a lot as Wright gets the rebound for New Hebron. I want to say Robinson, but you got to say New Hebron. Made it through the other night without saying Panthers, so I was pretty proud of myself.
That's big money right there.
That is for me especially. Foul's going to be on Corey Dan, cutting off the baseline. Wasn't fast enough. Why wait hours in other emergency rooms? Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. You're going to see a lot of subs in this game today. Third place on the line. Usually see a lot of kids get experience playing here at Rend Lake College on this big floor. Right out top of the key on the dribble. Shoots one from top of the key, three-point range, long off the mark. Rebound kicks all the way to the left wing. It's recovered by Baird. And he stepped out of bounds for the Eagles. The turnover will go to the Tigers. And New Hebron will press. This floor, obviously college size, has a red three-point line for junior high and high school. And then the black three-point line for college. You also have the restricted area under the basket with the halo. And that's for the people who can't take a charge there at the college level. As Englehart goes down the lane, he got bumped, missed the shot. Rebound goes out of bounds off of New Hebron, and it'll belong to Pinckneyville, 204.
Amazing that New Hebron is out rebounding the Tigers right now, Danny, but the fact of the matter is both teams are pretty well ice cold from the field. Only basket in this ball game belongs to Alex Howard of the Tigers.
And in the corner, Booza has it left elbow. Now in the lane, has it stripped. Howard finds it for Pinckneyville and scores. He's got all 4 points for the Tigers. It's 4-0 Pinckneyville with 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Pickpocket is right. Here comes Howard with the T-shirt, the long red socks. He goes down the lane, and he has it tipped out of bounds. And it belonged to New Hebron.
I like what he did there earlier on the basket, Danny. He picked up the loose ball, did not dribble. He just put it right back up, got the window bucket, and now Pinckneyville, 204, a 4-0 lead.
Out of bounds for the Tigers. Almost slipped up.
He did.
Out top of the key. No, I didn't get it out.
You almost did.
I did, almost. Hit that, and it's stolen away. Goodwin steals it. Now throws it to Krieger. There's Mr. Krieger in the lane amongst the trees. He likes to get out behind the three-point line. He made 4 of them the other night against Woodlawn. Big three-pointers, too. He's already ready. He's got the gun loaded over here on the left side. He's ready to pull the trigger. He got in. When he got on campus, he was open. With it in the corner is Maul. Back out on the wing to Booza. Around to Howard screen with the ball. Now with it to the right side. There's Krieger. Shot. No good off the mark. He does miss. I didn't think he missed. Here come the Eagles coming the other way. Joey Wright up the right side. Into the front court. Goes left wing to Baird. Baird one dribble right side to Rivera. Rivera has to retrieve it near the timeline. Goes right wing to Baird. Off the leg dribble. Stolen away by Dan. Gets it to Booza. He'll bring it into the front court. Down the lane he comes. Out of bounds. Tipped. And he'll stay with Pinckneyville. Timeout. Jason Green of the New Hebron Eagles. This timeout brought to you by Rend Lake College. You can get a quality education and save thousands. Log on to rlc.edu to see which program is right for you. I've got to mention, I've rarely done a game when I can look over on the camera and watch the computer screen instead of watching the game. This is kind of nice.
Well, I kind of feel like Reese or somebody at the SIU Arena when they hook up the monitors, but when you 2:35 left here in the first, and it gives us a great angle. Of course, Jeff Crow doing a fine job taking care of the video today for us on WMIXsports.com. But the thing that concerns me for New Hebron is their ball handling. The fact they have 5 turnovers thus far in the first quarter. They are out rebounding. They just cannot seem to get a good look at the basket because they keep turning the ball over.
Keep turning the ball over. And, of course, we're talking about that camera angle you can watch. If you're driving around listening, you want to watch it, go to WMIXsports.com. That's where the streaming's at. We also have scores, our broadcast schedule. We have archives of both video and audio and highlights as well, and our Twitter is on there as well. Here comes New Hebron on the steal. Rivera throws it up. Joey Wright actually throws it up once, gets it back and scores for the first points for the Eagles, and they will pressure as they tried to do a lot of the times the other night. Howard into the front court for the Tigers, loses it, gets it back, throws into corner to nobody. Turnover to the 204 Tigers. We'll be tweeting all day today from Rend Lake College. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Also, but if you're not on Twitter, you can also watch that full Twitter feed as it shows up on our webpage, WMIXsports.com. Eagles have the basketball down 4-2 with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Wright throws to Rivera on the right wing, gives it to Wright at the right block. Now he'll throw up a 10-footer, no good. Rebound Howard. He's going to full fast break himself, gets it to Booza. Breaks away, has to pull up, shot block, no good. And it goes off to back to the top of the key. Here comes Goodwin for New Hebron. He'll go coast to coast, and we're tied. Goodwin goes coast to coast. It's 4-4.
Goodwin with a good move there to the basket, Danny.
There comes Booza. Throws it up the right side to Howard, into the front court to Maul. Maul gets it to Howard, off the glass and in. Nice to see Timmy Duncan look, 6'4".
He has all 6 points for the Tigers right now, Danny. The only one that's really been able to successfully post up against this Eagle team.
The Rome Hornets are in the house.
Yes, they are.
Down the lane goes Rivera. Goodwin with another rebound. Ooh. Kicks it out left wing to Renshaw. Now back to Joey Wright in the Rivera. Down the lane, stripped. Maul got a hand on it. Rivera found it. Shot missed. Rebound goes to Howard. Howard coming up the right side. Gets it up to nobody. Krieger didn't see it. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll belong to New Hebron. Wide hours at other emergency rooms. Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledged to be seen by physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. Dennis Ginn going down the bench. Engelhardt will come back in. He's going to come in for Krieger. A lot of Pinckneyville faithful in the stands today. He'll head back home. It's Duke Point and Pinckneyville tonight in the Battle of Buku at Thomas Gymnasium tonight. Joey Wright across the timeline, goes left side to Baird. Back out to Rivera. Right side, Joey Wright tipped out of bounds by Caleb Logan for Pinckneyville. Rome is here. Haven't seen the Warriors yet. With it inbounded, goes to Baird on the right side, right corner to Rivera. Skip pass left block, that goes to Renshaw. Throws up a 10-footer, short. Tried to get his own rebound. Howard out-muscled him. We got a whistle and a foul. And that foul, that's only the second foul of the half with 35 seconds to go and 2:04 leading New Hebron, 6-4.
Goodwin picks up the foul there. Yep. His first, team's first. Hard to believe just 2 whistles in this game have been for fouls.
And 2:04 will trigger with the pressure. Booza will get to bring it up. Seen this press breaker a time or two over the years. Booza across the timeline. Didn't need it because he brought it across himself. Booza throws in the corner to Krieger, cutting to Howard down the lane. I've seen that play a time or two. Rebound goes to Joey Wright. Here come the Eagles looking for the tie or the lead. Wright down the lane, shot good and a foul. Joey Wright put on a show the other night here in the first game against Rome. He had 19 in a losing effort and has come out today with the hot hand.
Yeah, he has, and we're tied at 6, but we may go in to the second quarter with New Hebron on top as the Eagles look to make this and one by Joey Wright. Been pretty good today.
Yeah, he'll help somebody out over in that neck of Crawford County. Maybe Clinton County, too. Who knows? Rebound, that free throw goes in by Joey Wright. And it's 7-6. New Hebron with 12 seconds. Booza picks it up at the timeline. Left wing to Engelhardt in the corner. Krieger. Open, didn't pull that trigger. Hebron will go inside to Howard. Money man's up and in. Pinckneyville 2:04 will take the lead into the second quarter. 2:04-8. New Hebron 7. You're listening to the Class S State Tournament on WMIX.
Your future is calling. With the GED test and some help from Rend Lake College, you can answer the call. The current test expires at the end of 2013, and your scores will expire too if you don't finish and pass the test by then. Don't feel prepared? Don't worry, we can help. Visit finishtheged.com to learn more. Don't miss the chance to turn one small step into your next big opportunity, like college, a better job, and the respect you deserve. Finish your GED by the end of 2013. Questions? Call Rend Lake College's Adult Education and Literacy Department today at 437-5321.
Crossroads Community Hospital is proud to be the presenting sponsor for the Southern Home Light Junior High State Finals. Hi, this is Debbie Richardson, Marketing Director at Crossroads Hospital, and we applaud our 2 local teams, Rome Hornets and Woodlawn Warriors, and wish them the best of luck in their return trip to Rend Lake College. Congratulations on your 2012-13 accomplishments. As we all know, great teamwork pays off. From one great team to another, Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
You're locked into your home for sports. WMIX and WMIXsports.com.
7 minutes in the book here at Rend Lake College in the third place game. It's 2:04 leading New Hebron 8-7. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside. As you can see, back to action. 2:04 on the steal. Howard to the rim, up no good. Rebound kicks all the way back out to the top of the key. That's where Rivera has it. Gets it to Joey Wright, up and missed the layup. He gets his own rebound back and he's fouled. Well, right now it's Alex Howard 8, Joey Wright with 5, Goodwin with 2. Right now it's the Alex Howard show for 2:04.
Well, and you kind of get the feeling that for New Hebron, if Joey Wright could settle down a little bit, get his composure, that he could probably take over this game. And they're only down 1 now. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. They might be able to get this lead back and force another lead change.
Hey, he gets 2 shots. The first one is up and no good. Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Great way to keep up with things around the area. Around Southern Illinois, we put all kind of new content up there. We got our WMIX Sports social media question of the week today. And we can tell those listening that Centralia did win today. Those of you listening in, as Wright misses that free throw. Rebound goes to the 2:04. WMIXsports.com and Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Pinckneyville with it. Krieger for a 3. No good off the mark. Rebound goes to Wilbur. Shaylin Wilbur leaves it off for Joey Wright. Here come the Eagles across the timeline on the right side. Behind the back dribble. Crossover. Thought about a 3. Couldn't get it. Gets it inside Goodwin. Good post move by Goodwin. Shot no good. And the rebound goes to Howard. He's been a man among boys today. Howard across the timeline. He's going all the way. Got away with the travel, but a foul. That foul will be on Joey Wright. He got an extra step in there to try to get that shot off.
He did, and managed to get inside the paint and managed to get up to the basket. He didn't get the bucket, but he gets a chance to line. And 2:04 really needs to extend this lead if they're going to take over this game in the first half.
We appreciate those fans from Centralia listening in as Howard misses the first. We also have some people listening in, of course, from Pinckneyville, Robinson. Of course, later on today, everybody in Jefferson County.
Pretty much.
Howard will get another. We had both coaches on from the title game this morning on the Saturday Sports Show, AM 940 and WMIXsports.com, 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. every Saturday morning. Free throw missed. Here come the Eagles. The Eagles are down 8-7. That's a travel. I could see that from here, and I couldn't see his feet. Rivera turns it over. Pinckneyville subbing freely. Dennis Ginn subbing in quite a bit here, going about a 7-man rotation today. And Pinckneyville will have to handle the pressure that New Hebron will give. Right now, Howard is all 8 points for the Tigers. Boozer will bring it into the front court on the dribble to the right side. Gets it to Howard down the lane, gets around, loses the basketball, stolen away. He'll get it in the right corner. Howard down the lane. He's going on the limb. Shot blocked off of his hands out of bounds, and it'll go to New Hebron. Wide hours and other emergency rooms. Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival.
You want to talk about ice-cold shooting in the first quarter? The two teams combined 7 of 25 from the floor. Not going to get it done.
Well, it's not going to get it done. 8-7, Tigers on top. Joey Wright, top of the key. They're sending Krieger to pester him. He comes to the right side, and he traveled. Yes, sir. Got around and got a look. Here comes Dan back in for 2:04. Here comes Maul in as Logan will go out and Engelhardt will go out. Dennis Ginn is subbing liberally, trying to keep bodies fresh. Final day of the season for these teams that some of them started in late September with practice. Ends today in the second weekend of February. Pinckneyville throws it away again. Pinckneyville not their sharp self that they were on Thursday night against Woodlawn. Just is not the same. And again, that's sometimes a third place game. It does bring it out in them. 8-7, 2:04 on top with 5:24 in the first half. Nobody scored in the second quarter. And there comes New Hebron. They throw it away. Krieger has it in the front court. Has to corral it. He goes to the right side to Maul. He loses it. Throws it off a New Hebron player out of bounds. And it'll belong to 2:04.
That was a very Rondo-like move by the man wearing the headband, J.C. Maul.
It is. Rondo's got to get healthy,
Rondo
though.
Can't make any of those moves right now.
Oh, he probably could right now just from a chair. With it in the corner, that is Dan. Gets it to Booza. Right elbow jumper on the way. It's no good off the mark. Gets his own rebound in the lane and is fouled by Chris Rivera, it looks like. He had the guilty party look. And this game, and that's who it is, this game is 8-7. Nobody scored in the quarter. Booza will trigger. Love watching it at WMIXsports.com. You can see everything. Dan for a 3 from the corner. It's no good. In and out. Booza will follow on the rebound and put it up and in. Grayson Booza scores. It's 10-7. Tigers by 3. Joey Wright will bring it across the timeline. Goes elbow. They play a run-4 offense there. It didn't work. They had a 1-4 set up across the 2 elbows and the 2 wings. They ran a pass to the elbow and then tried to get right behind the defense. It didn't work as Goodwin's too late on the pass, but the Tigers tip it out of bounds.
Worth noting, the first bucket of this second quarter is also the first second chance bucket for Pinckneyville.
Shot in from the baseline by Rivera. His first point's 10-9, and I think a lot of people, this game's a lot closer than a lot of people thought. Half court to down to the box, over to Krieger, up and in. Kyle Krieger gets his first points. This thing's starting to open up. 12-9, 2:04 on top by 3. Rivera Wright had it stolen away by Maul. Maul gets it up to Howard. Howard has 2-on-1 over to Krieger. Can he get it off? Oh, you betcha. And a foul. Kyle Krieger goes for the 3-point play. He's got a 4-0 run himself.
Yeah, he does. Kyle Krieger, speedy, flashy, able to get off to the right side, beat the defense back. They had to wait for him to catch up. But was able to go up the right side and get the and one, and that iron literally grabbed the basketball, brought it down.
We can take a break. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break, come back for more. You're listening to Class S State Tournament Basketball on WMIX.
Welcome back to Personal Banking is more than our tagline at Community First Bank. It's the truth. From our 5 locations in Jefferson County, the debit cards tied to local schools that we offer, the dozens of scholarships we provide to local youth, and even our president who sits at the front door. The Community First Bank's difference is apparent. Our mission as Jefferson County's premier community bank is to provide the best customer service around. Stop by one of our 5.
Was that supposed to be halftime?
What?
No.
It's not. What was that?
Timeout.
Just timeout break.
Okay, I got it fixed. Sorry.
You're awesome. You're
on WMIXSports.com.
With 4:18 to go in the first half, Pinckneyville 204 leads New Hebron 14-9. And Chris, this has been one of those games. Had no offense for about the first 3 minutes of the quarter, and all of a sudden, an explosion has happened.
Well, and a nice little run put together by the 204 Tigers. And you look at Kyle Krieger, a kid able to use his speed to get down the right side a couple of times to go on a 4-0 run. Looking to make it 5-0 here at the line as he drew contact that last time.
When Krieger will be at the line. First one is up, and actually the one to complete the 3-point play is no good as we had the timeout. Short-term memory failed me there. New Hebron with the basketball across the timeline. Joey Wright goes right side to Rivera. Rivera goes in the corner to Goodwin. Goodwin with it. Will throw it out to the left wing, stolen away by Krieger. Krieger is looking for somebody, gets it to Booza. Booza will bring it across the timeline up the right side. Booza to the right elbow in the corner to Maul with the headband on. One dribble to the right, kicks it in to Howard. Howard's double team, had it picked, had to recover. Skips it out left wing Krieger. What a nice look. 3 won't go in, but good offense though by Pinckneyville. That's a good look. That's what you got to do. Here comes Engelhardt. He'll come in for Krieger. Dennis Skinn subbing and putting lots of people in. The Woodlawn Warriors in the house. Ready to go. Hey, I know that guy behind us. He works with us, I think.
Yeah, I think I've seen him a
time or two.
And he's related to the other buffoon standing to our left.
With the basketball. Look at them all. They look so cute, all dressed up. Oh, well. With the basketball, Rivera gets to the right corner to Goodwin on the baseline. Shot good. Goodwin makes it, and it's now 14-11. Woodlawn's had that walk before just a year ago walking in. Howard picks it up the timeline. The Maul for the Tigers. Gets it across to the left side. It's tipped. Engelhardt has it back to Maul. They'll set the offense. Maul goes to the right side. In the corner, 3 for Booza. It's up, no good. Howard on the rebound, up and in. What a nice play. Alex Howard has 10 of Pinckneyville 204's 16. It's 16-11. Tigers on top by 5 with 2:48 to go in the first half. There's a pass tip stolen away by Engelhardt for the Tigers. He's going to give it off to Booza in the back court. He'll bring it to the front court. Booza crosses over to the middle of the floor. Free throw line, running jumper, too strong, tipped around. Rebound goes to New Hebron's Renshaw, and a foul's going to be on 204. It's going to be on Maul, I believe, because I saw something in a 0 and it had to be on Maul. He was the only one in the area. That's who it is. It's second. And the Tigers lead by 5, head back to the other end. Joey Wright will bring it across the timeline. Gets it on the right side to Rivera. Now throws it to Renshaw. Renshaw tries to get it to Wright and does. Wright down the lane. Will get off a jumper at the free throw line. It rattles off the mark. Howard gets the rebound. Howard gets it to Booza. Here come the Tigers running the other way. Ooh, too strong off the hands of Krieger, out of bounds. Wide hours and other emergency rooms. Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival.
I would say speak of the devil, but.
Hey, there, right there. I just marked and read it off. You're welcome. Here's the basketball to New Hebron. On the left side is Renshaw. Timing is everything.
Yes,
With
it
it on
is.
the left side, Renshaw gets it back from Rivera. Down the lane, lefty dribble, no good in the foul on 2:04. And that foul is going to be on Krieger, his first, team's 5th. New Hebron will inbound it underneath. Halftime, we'll have scoring and stats. We'll get some scores from around the area in the earlier games in Class L here this morning and this afternoon. On the right side, tipped out of bounds. Howard tipped a pass that was going for Baird, the good one. It just didn't go. Side out of bounds below us. You can see it right there at WMIXsports.com.
We're watching it.
Goodwin with it in the corner. Now throws it left wing to Renshaw. Shot from 15, good. The lefty stroking, making the twine sing a little bit. And it's now 16-13, 2:04. Renshaw across the timeline to Booza. To the right wing. Booza with it, goes in the corner to Krieger. Booza to the block, now to Englehart, left side, goes down the lane, shot blocked. I thought Rivera got all ball there, but I wonder if they're going to get Joey Wright on the reach.
I have a feeling that's what we're going to
Nope.
Okay.
Wow.
My feeling was wrong.
I thought Rivera got all ball. However,
Be that
Englehart
as
will
it
go
may.
line shoot too. It is what it is, I hear.
Yeah, that's what they tell me.
I hear that a lot of places. First free throw up and in by Englehart.
Thanks to Dan. That's a good look there.
Dan will come in for Logan. Yeah, I got you. 17-13. See a little bit more blue trickling into the building to join up with the green. Second free throw, no good. Rebound goes to Joey Wright. Here comes New Hebron across the timeline. On the dribble. Goes left, goes right. To the top of the key. Right side goes to Goodwin. Goodwin back out. Stolen away by Howard on the right side of the floor. Howard has it. Gets it up to Booza. Booza to the free throw line. Over on the right side, Englehart to Howard down the lane. Here he comes again. Another 2 more points. Alex Howard has 12. What a good start for him today in this one. It is 19-13. Pinckneyville 2:04 on top by 6. New Hebron with a basketball. That's Wilbur out now right side to Baird. Top of the key to Renshaw. Over on the right side to Goodwin to Baird. Baird will look and throw it out to Joey Wright. Retrieves it all the way near the half line. He'll be on the dribble. Oh, pocket pick. Howard with it for the Tigers the other way. Layup, no good, too strong. Booza follows in, misses that. It's tipped out. The rebound goes to Goodwin. Blown opportunity there for the Tigers. As the Woodlawn cheerleaders behind me hanging out, looking for a place to sit. New Hebron will run some time, 7 seconds to go. Joey Wright with it to the right wing, pull up three-pointer at the horn. It's no good off the mark. And at halftime in the third place game of Class S, Pinckneyville 204-19, New Hebron 13. We'll take a break, come back with scoring and stats and some scores as well. You're listening to the Class S State Tournament on WMIX.
I know you've heard about mortgage rates being all-time lows, but have you done anything about it yet? Hi, I'm Rick Tig, mortgage lender at Community First Bank. There's never been a better time at buying a home or refinancing an existing mortgage. The sooner you act, the more you save, and we'll be there to help you through every step of the way. For more information, visit us at comfirstbank.net or stop by one of our 5 locations.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Dependable and knowledgeable State Farm agents seek customers looking for real protection in a long-term relationship.
Look no further. Having one special person for your car, home, and life insurance lets you get down to business with the rest of your life. It's what they do. Combine your homeowners, life, and car policies and save big time. Get to a better state with State Farm agents Scott Owens and Mel Vernon or call 242-3770 for a quote.
Cupid Rock, a Newell Furniture in Woodlawn with sweet savings in every department. Lazy Boy reclining, Sealy Cool Gel bedding, Paula Deen, fun and stylish sofas, bedroom, dining room, and more. Plus, buy one, get one half price on all jewelry, scarves, cookbooks, linens, willow tree angels, and more at the general store. Get $5 off all tart burners and a free tart with purchase. Dual furniture in the general store. All gifts bag free, all furniture delivered free.
Too expensive to get back into shape? Not anymore. Rend Lake College's new fitness center is only $53 per semester. They've also thought of everything with universal machines, free weights, treadmills with dedicated TV screens, ellipticals, and more. Qualified dance instructors are also available. Or go at your own pace with DVDs that can be used in the exercise room. Best of all, it's open 7 days a week. Check out the Rend Lake College Fitness Center in the marketplace off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon. Or log on to rendlakecollege.edu/fitcenter.
The all-new 2013 Dodge Dart continues to be the talk of the automotive world. Hi, Roy Schmidt Dodge dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. The Dart's all-new driver-centric interior boasts an intuitive, fluid layout design to be both beautiful and ergonomic. Outside, the Dart expresses an impressive level of visual drama that will be sure to get you noticed on the highway. See our growing selection of in-stock Dodge Darts as they arrive to our showroom. Or you can always stop by and see one of our sales associates at King City Chrysler Center at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois to arrange a test drive. There is something for everyone here at King City Chrysler Center, and see us online at kingcitychrysler.com.
This is the Class S State Finals on WMIX and on WMIXSports.com.
Halftime in the third place game. Pinckneyville 204 leads New Hebron 19-13. Crossroads Community Hospital reminds you why wait hours in other emergency rooms. Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you to be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. Don't forget the title game between Woodlawn and Rome will follow this one. First things first, though, we'll take another break, come back. We'll have scoring and stats from this one, as well as some scores from around Southern Illinois as well. You're listening to the Class S State Tournament on WMIX.
I'm Jason Lord. Look at your next round weather. Clouds give way to some sun for this afternoon, high at 47. Cloudy for tonight. There will be a passing shower late. We drop down to 37. Breezy and mild with rain at times, and we could see a thunderstorm tomorrow. High at 53, low at 37 again for your Sunday night. A mix of clouds and sun. We'll start the work week on Monday, the high at 50. It remains sunny but cooler on Tuesday. The high drops down to 40. Next round weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Crossroads Community Hospital is proud to be the presenting sponsor for the Southern Illinois Junior High State Finals. Hi, this is Debbie Richardson, Marketing Director at Crossroads Hospital, and we applaud our two local teams, Rome Hornets and Woodlawn Warriors, and wish them the best of luck in their return trip to Rend Lake College. Congratulations on your 2012-13 accomplishments. As we all know, great teamwork pays off. From one great team to another, Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Back to the Class S State Finals on WMIX, powered by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Pinckneyville 204 leads New Hebron at the half, 19-13. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside. Time for the scoring and stats of this third place game from the first half.
First, we're going to take a look at the team shooting for both teams at the end of two quarters. For New Hebron, the Eagles were 6 of 18 from the inside for 33%. They were 0 of 3 outside. Makes them 6 of 21 from the floor for 28.6%. For the 204 Tigers, they were 9 of 25 inside for 36%, 0 of 3 outside, so both teams are 0 of 3 from three-point land here this afternoon. 204 was 9 of 28 from the floor for 32.1%. Free throw shooting, the Eagles were 1 of 3 for 33.3%, while the Tigers were 1 of 5 for 20%. New Hebron is out-rebounding 204, 18-13. Turnover disadvantage, however, belongs to the Eagles, 11 of 5. Individual scorers now. New Hebron has 4 in the book. 4 from Hunter Goodwin. Can't forget about the 5 from Joey Wright, however. 2 apiece from Chris Rivera and Marcus Renshaw. Now for the 204 Tigers, they are led by Alex Howard's game-high 12. 4 from Kyle Krieger, 2 from Grayson Booza, and 1 from Dustin Engelhardt to give us our halftime score of the 204 Tigers 19. The New Hebron Christian Eagles 13.
Second half yet to come. 3:52 to go. Do you have scores now, or do you want to wait for later? What would you like to do?
Later.
Later. All right, let's take another break, and we'll come back and we'll start this second half of the third place game between Pinckneyville 204 and New Hebron, with the Tigers leading 19-13. You're listening to the Class S State Tournament on WMIX.
What do you look for in a full-size pickup? Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer, Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Here are some hard facts. The 2013 Ford F-150 can tow a heavier trailer and haul more cargo than any of its competitors. And it's engineered and tested to withstand more punishment. The F-150 is built Ford tough to come through with the capability you expect in this full-size pickup from Ford day in and day out. Right now, you can save $4,500 on a 2013 Ford F-150 Crew Cab 4x4 with the new EcoBoost engine when you finance through Ford Motor Credit. That includes 3 payments on us. Come see any of our sales associates today and drive away in a Ford F-Series or any vehicle at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or log on to FordSquare.com.
Tester Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Tester Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Tester Auto Body, 602 South Park in Tester, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523. This is the Class S State Finals from WMIX Sports, powered by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Halftime, 204 leads New Hebron 19-13. Denny Czerwinski, Chris Hugo alongside. This is the only game today already at Rend Lake College. Class L went through this morning, and believe we have some scores from this morning here at the Class L State Tournament.
That we do, and of course opening it up this morning, Marion beats DuQuoin 50-29. There was Heron, 42-23 winners over Triad. Benton beats Alney with a tip-in at the buzzer, 42-40. And there you have it.
Great
Those
game.
Scores earlier
Class
today.
L. Yeah, Class L. It seems like Class L, we're talking to some other people. Marion right now seems to be the head and shoulders favorite to win that. They've beaten Centralia a couple times, beaten Heron. Basically what a lot of people are saying is the Marion-Heron game next week is going to be the one that everybody thinks is the pseudo title game in Class L, because Marion is that good from what everybody's saying.
Well, it's amazing when you think about it, Danny. The fact that those two teams are that close together, did not match up in a regional, instead went their separate ways, and now they're both here and will meet in a Final Four contest on Tuesday night.
Kind of like go figure.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It happens. It happens in high school. It happens everywhere. It's just the way the systems are now. Both teams back from the locker rooms at their benches for their final instructions before the start of this second half. And we get started about 3:23. Basically, we're going to start a little later than 4 on the title game, but the way things are ran so perfectly here at the state tournament, we should be pretty close to on schedule. 2:04 will have the ball to start the second half. Mr. Howard just threw it, and it was over and back, and they didn't call it. Oh, well, Booza across the timeline on the right side. Top of the key back to Howard as New Hebron plays a little point zone. Booza gives to Howard, cutting down the rim. The wide open layup was good. Nobody was around him. Howard has 14. Right now he leads New Hebron by 1, 14-13, but Pinckneyville does have 21 points, leading by 8. Joey Wright up the right side, top of the key, passes over to Bellinger, back to Wright at his feet. We'll have to dribble it out as he's guarded by Howard. Now they're going to bring a double team towards him. Maul, now he goes back to Bellinger. Bellinger on the right wing, one dribble, now gets it to Goodwin. Goodwin down the lane, throws up a shot. It's up and in, and a foul. Hunter Goodwin has 6 points. He'll go to the line to try to complete a three-point play, as that foul was on Alex Howard, his first, team's first.
That's a good fundamental move there by Goodwin. Able to get inside the paint, was able to leave it with one hand. Rocked it off the back iron, it dropped right through, and to his benefit, he gets a foul and a chance to bring this deficit a little closer with a shot at the line.
First free throw up and in. It's the only free throw. And that one completes a three-point play. And Mr. Howard, oh, actually, no, that was Mr. Goodwin. I get him sidetracked. 21-16, Tigers have the basketball. Howard will come down the lane, pass off to Dan, catches it, shot blocked, but a foul. That'll go on Shaylin Wilbur. That'll be her team's first of the half. And we talked about this earlier, Chris. This is a co-ed school here in Robinson at New Hebron. Both boys and girls play on the team, volunteer parent coaches. Pretty neat little deal they do to get to the state tournament here with that kind of setup and system.
Well, and it's good to see everybody rally behind that. Of course, 2 girls in the lineup at any given time, and it's really neat to see a co-ed lineup out here for a school, and the fact that, you know, here in 2012, it's not a big deal whatsoever. It's just business as usual.
Business as usual. In 2012 or 2013?
Hey, how about that?
I wondered. Fast forward that clock.
Hey, I'm still writing 2012 on my checks.
Hey, a lot of people do, including myself. With the basketball. Here comes New Hebron. Joey Wright across the timeline, goes right wing to Bellinger. Inside cutter to Goodwin. Down the lane he comes and scores. I've been real impressed with New Hebron. They've hung around a lot longer than a lot of people here today thought they would so far.
Well, they've managed to get Goodwin isolated underneath, and he's been able to make some plays. He could be the type of caliber of player that takes over a ballgame.
Engelhardt top of the key to Logan on the right side. Engelhardt right corner to Booza. Booza holds above his head against his 2-3 zone. Booza has it in the right corner and holds above his head, top of the key, Howard, and that will be a reach-in foul on the Eagles. And that'll be on Annie Bellinger, her first team second. Wait some for fans below the basket to walk by. You can read that while I'm talking. Booza will trigger underneath his own basket. With it and looking. With it out right side, there's Mr. Krieger. Got to call him Mr. Krieger. That's many threes he's made Thursday night. Inside pass to Howard on Goodwin. Shot up and no good. This tickles across the iron. Booza has it. Now at left wing Krieger. Here he is. No good. Rebound goes to Mall for the Tigers in the right corner inside Howard. Howard throws it off a New Hebron player.
Eek.
But he stepped on the baseline before he did it. Ouch.
Yeah.
That's all we'll say.
Good luck with that.
Anybody listening knows what I'm saying when I say ouch. Good luck. With 5:09 left in the third, it's 23-18. And that's a foul. We got an illegal screen. Yep. Wright was coming up the right side of the floor, and Goodwin was trying to set a screen, and the defender for 204 moved away from him. He went and found him, but that's an illegal screen in front of everybody at center court on a college floor. Now 204 will have the basketball inbounds side out of bounds over in front of the scorer's table here at Rend Lake College. Everything's expanded since I traipsed around this place. As Booza goes to Howard. Over on the right side to Mall. Inside left block pass Dan. Shot, layup, no good. Rebound goes to Baird. Baird gets it up to Joey Wright. He's a one-man fast break on the right side. Going to go to the rim. Pull-up jumper. No good. Too strong. Rebound up and in. No good by Goodwin as it rattles off the iron and comes to Mall. He'll come down the floor. Back tap from behind by Rivera, but Krieger has it. Krieger has it stolen away by Rivera as Krieger goes to the floor. Here comes Wright. Wright goes to the left side. And Dennis again not happy with that non-foul as Joey Wright slings one in. My goodness, it is 23-20. Tigers. New Hebron is playing really well. And there's another steal. Goodwin with a steal up to the left side. Out top of the key, now the left right wing. Joey Wright, three, no good. Off the mark. Goodwin rebounds, puts it up, no good. Rebound Mall for the Tigers. Mall's looking for Dan to help him. Dan says, I'm not a guard. He gives it up to Booza. Booza will bring it over to the middle of the floor in the backcourt. Left wing to Mall's got Krieger open on the lob. Krieger will score. Krieger has 6. 25-20. Here come the Eagles. Joey Wright out behind the volleyball line. He'll throw it on the right side to Lucas Baird. In the corner to Goodwin. Box pass and nobody will go out of bounds. Why wait hours and other emergency rooms? Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. So we get settled in here. 25-20. 2:04 on top by 5. Inbounds goes to the Tigers. Here comes Engelhardt in the front court. Got away with a double dribble. Gets it to Dan. Left block. Up and in. Corey Dan has 4, all in the quarter. 27-20 as the Tigers put some distance between themselves and the Eagles. Wright goes to Rivera in the right corner. That goes to Baird. Oh, looky here. I got gifts. Baird has it. Goodwin missed the shot. And that's a foul. Oh, you're going to get gifts too. And that foul will be on Pinckneyville 204. That'll be on Corey Dan. That'll be his third. Well, that's very nice.
That was very nice.
Beads. Very appreciative. First one's up and in. Hunter Goodwin has 4, 6, 8, 10 points, and he has 6 of these in the quarter. 27-21. It is February. Beads are everywhere. Second free throw is good. Timeout. New Hebron. And next timeout brought to you by Rend Lake College. They offer over 100 degree certificate programs for thousands less. Log on to rlc.edu to see how you can save thousands. Chris, I got to say, the people I talked to today before this game, a lot of people wondered how if New Hebron could hang with Pinckneyville 204. I mean, it was a matter of seeing what 204 did the other night. The Eagles were playing very well here this afternoon.
Well, they are, and I think we're seeing just how they can hang with 204. But for 204, the Tigers have been fairly cold from the field today. They've been able to get some block shots and some post-ups, but other than that, mid-range jumpers, things like that, just not going for the Tigers today. But, you know, turnovers for New Hebron have been what it costs them thus far. Second chance points have been at a premium, but they've been at a premium for the Tigers, who have been able to make the best of Eagle turnovers.
27-22. Tigers on top by 5. They have the basketball length of the floor to go. Booza runs the baseline looking for somebody. Gets it into Krieger in the left corner of the backcourt. Here comes Krieger on the dribble up to Howard up the left side in front of the 204 bench. Spins back to the middle of the floor. Bounce pass. Dan up and in. Boy, I'll tell you what. Alex Howard is a man among boys that they can do all things. Here come the Eagles. Joey Wright across the timeline. Eagles down 7. Joey Wright goes right side to Rivera. Inside pass, there's Goodwin. Spins, turns, running shot blocked by Dan. Shot up and no good from Wilbur. It tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Eagles. Here comes Caleb Logan and J.C. Mall back in for the Tigers as Dan and Krieger will go out. I haven't seen Greg Hale sit one time since I've been here today.
I haven't either. That's what makes him effective.
He is very good. Long-time AD at Pinckneyville High School and softball coach, and does a great job. Joey Wright missed the shot on the inbounds. Complained he got fouled. 204 the other way. Booza behind the defense. Layup no good. Rebound tipped around. Maul has it for the Tigers. Inside Booza left block shot. Good and a foul. Joey Wright will pick up his second. He comes up gimpy, trying to walk off. Maybe tweaked an ankle, and Booza will go to line to try to complete the three-point play. That'll happen when you jump up and down this game. Wide hours and other emergency rooms. Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. Wright will go out, and he is hurting. He's wearing braces on both ankles, and boy, he turned it pretty decently the way it looks.
Yeah, he looks like he is in a righteous amount of pain. He'll take a seat for the time being. Maybe, hopefully, they can tape it up or get some ice on it.
Booza misses the free throw. Goodwin has the rebound, gets it to Baird, who got away with the travel, but now gets it back to Rivera. Rivera into the front court to Baird. Now goes left wing to Goodwin. We'll see what New Hebron does now without Joey Wright on the floor. They have it on the right side. Goodwin goes baseline, pull up 10-footer. Good. Well, there you go. Go to Hunter Goodwin. He's got all your points in the quarter, all but 2. And it's 31-24. 2:04 with 1:50 to go. Buzitz goes left corner to Engelhardt. Falls down. Stolen away by Bellinger. Bellinger gets it up to Baird up the right side. Back tapped by Engelhardt. Recovered by Maul. Maul will bring it into the front court. Gets it up to the timeline. That's to Booza. Cross dribble over to the right side. Picks it up. Goes left side to Maul. Maul goes in the corner to Engelhardt. Inside tipped out of bounds by New Hebron. It'll be Pinckneyville basketball. More substitutions. Remember, you can watch this live, WMIXsports.com. Smartphone, what else can you watch it on? Computer,
tablet.
Laptop, tablet, iPad. Got it all. WMIXsports.com. Watch it there. Dan has it in the left corner. Inside pass to Booza. Booza dumps down Howard. Left block. Steps back on the dribble. Nice move. Alex Howard's going to be a guy you're going to hear a lot about at Pinckneyville High School. He is playing extremely well. Here comes Rivera across the timeline. Goes in the right corner to Goodwin. Goodwin with it. Back out top of the key to Baird. Baird has it stolen away. Here comes Maul with Krieger. Ball goes to the rim and scores. J.C. Mall with his first points of the game. 35-24, Tigers on top by 11. Distance starting to happen now with Joey Wright out of the lineup. He's getting ready to come back in.
Well, they're going to need him, and you hope that he is okay and not going to have to hobble around because you're going to need him at maximum effectiveness.
With the basketball, and there it goes to the rim. Who'd be that? That
was Mr. Goodwin.
Mr. Goodwin again.
Had a
man,
great second half thus far.
35-26. Sitting in our position, people walking by, and there's the steal. Here comes Baird the other way, left-hand dribble. Pull-up jumper from the block, good off the glass. And the Eagles making a run, 35-28 with 20 seconds to go. Booza back to Mall on the top of the key. Out to Dan, top of the key, goes right corner. That's to Booza, 3 on the way. In front of the iron, no good. Goes to the floor. There's Howard with a shot, no good, and a foul. Alex Howard will go shoot 2. Man, it's Alex Howard versus Hunter Goodwin today.
He's a difference in this game for the Tigers, and I mean, he has kept them in this and kept them just above water against a New Hebron team that's really trying to mount a comeback on the shoulders of Hunter Goodwin in this third quarter.
Foul was on New Hebron, and that is the second on Shaylin Wilbur, and that is their 5th. Howard makes the first. My goodness, he's had a good game. We're also on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Chris Hugo is tweeting things left and right away.
Kinda.
Yes, you are. Don't be that way. You are. Second free throw coming up and short. Hits the floor. Back to Howard. The free throw line down the lane traveled. Yep. Was trying to get to the rim and forgot to dribble. And with 7.6 seconds, New Hebron will trigger length of the floor to go. Rivera has it up the right side. He's got a couple of people up there. Bellinger traveled. Before she could get turned around to give it to Joey Wright, she traveled. And now with 4 seconds, Pinckneyville will go the other direction, length of the floor. Mr. Booza in that same spot he was the other night, length of the floor to go. Booza gets it in to Howard. Howard will bring it up, left wing to Krieger. He's going to shoot a 3 at the horn. No good off the mark. 3 quarters in the book in the third place game. Pinckneyville 204-36. New Hebron 28. Back for the fourth quarter. You're listening to the Class S State Tournament on WMIX.
Crossroads Community Hospital is proud to be the presenting sponsor for the Southern Illinois Junior High State Finals. Hi, this is Debbie Richardson, Marketing Director at Crossroads Hospital, and we applaud our 2 local teams, Rome Hornets and Woodlawn Warriors, and wish them the best of luck in their return trip to Rend Lake College. Congratulations on your 2012-13 accomplishments. As we all know, great teamwork pays off. From one great team to another, Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Hi, I'm Bria Ashley with Community First Bank. It's always my goal to make the transition to Community First Bank as easy as possible for our customers. Our handy switch kit helps in doing just that. Whether it's direct deposit, auto transfers, or online banking, I'm here to help. Come see me at our 42nd Street location to open your account today, and let me remind you how banking should be. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For junior high basketball ahead, powered by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Crossroads Community Hospital reminds you why wait hours in other emergency rooms. Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. Denny Czerwinski with Chris Hugo alongside. It's Pinckneyville 204-36. New Hebron 28, and the Eagles start with throwing it out of bounds. And, Chris, you got to admire the effort. New Hebron playing very well today. You can see why they've earned a trip to the Final Four.
You can. They've played much better in this second half, and it's been an entirely different third quarter for New Hebron. We'll see if that translates well into the fourth quarter as well, with Hunter Goodwin having a heck of a second half.
New Hebron still pressuring in the backcourt as Booza has it for the Tigers. Booza gets across the timeline, picks it up in a bad spot, gets to Howard top of the key. Rumbling, stumbling, he goes to Dan, left block, or right block, scores off the glass. Corey Dan has 8. It's 38-28, Tigers by 10, their biggest lead so far. Joey Wright got a double dribble, brought it across the timeline, lost control of it, went above his head, and it's a double dribble and go back to the Tigers.
Second turnover now on the Eagles, Jenny. I'm curious to see if the Eagles can continue to capitalize on these New Hebron turnovers as they've done for much of the first 3 quarters of the game.
Just starting the fourth quarter. If you're traveling down to Ina, the title game won't start at 4 o'clock, not with a fourth quarter left and trophy presentation after this one. There's a pass. It went from Howard to Englehart to Dan, and then off the hands, and it goes back to New Hebron. With it on the right side's Joey Wright. Throws it in the corner. Baird thought about it, gets it a Goodwin. Layup. Oh, Goodwin missed it, gets another chance and scores. Hunter Goodwin with 17, and the Eagles won't go away. 38-30 with 6 to go in the game. Howard across the timeline. Down the left side to the block, scores. My goodness. Bobby Wagner's going to like having him.
I think so.
40-30. Eagles come back the other way. Joey Wright, top of the key, left side to Rivera, left corner. That goes to Renshaw. He'll go baseline, throw up a left-hand shot, no good, tipped out of bounds by New Hebron. It'll go to the Tigers. Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We got all kinds of content going on there. Also remind you about Crossroads Community Hospital, wide wait hours, and other emergency rooms. Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledge you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. Ton of people coming in. If you're driving down, especially from Jacksonville today, go to speed limit. There's a bump foul as Howard comes down the line and is bumped. We know some people coming to the game coming from that particular city today, so we're trying to help them out a little bit. As I've been told to help them out. Booza inbounds to Howard on the left block, dribbles back, shot glass good. Boy, golly, he's owned that underneath there. 21 for Alex Howard. And it's 42-30 Tigers, but the Eagles come the other way. Rivera misses a layup, and there was a putback by Renshaw, and he was fouled. Dennis Ginn, that's about the only thing that 204 hasn't done really well today, Chris, is boxing out. Just can't keep them off the boards.
Well, they've struggled in the post defensively, and that's haunted them with chances for defensive rebounds. But conversely, they've been able to get back in transition and force turnovers. And again, that's been the difference in this one. Part of why 204 is up 12 and looking to take home that third-place trophy.
Free throw coming for Renshaw. So I look at WMIXsports.com and watch that free throw drop in. Nice and clear view.
Tell you what, this monitor we have here is just an absolutely useful tool. We watch it along with our viewers.
If I had the scoring tabulation right next to me, I feel like I would be, with the bright lights on the other medium.
Bright lights, big city.
Medium. That's what they say. Second free throw, good. Nice stroke by Renshaw. Little string music played there, as Joe Dean Jr. would say. Maul has it in the backcourt for the Tigers as Maul will bring it into the front court now. Man-to-man from the Eagles. Maul breaks it down the lane. He comes, has it stolen away by Rivera, and here come the Eagles. Joey Wright up the right side of the floor. Double team, picked by Krieger. Krieger races the other way. Can he get the shot off? Oh, he blocked from behind. Maul with the shot blocked by Rivera, and Maul will go to the line and shoot two. New Hebron not wanting to give this up so easily.
No, they're going to contest this until the end. It's a 10-point ball game. A chance for Maul to go to the line and make it 12, but they're still within striking distance in the fourth quarter.
I'll tell you what, you look around the upper deck here, the walking area, and it is starting to fill up as Maul makes the first. I'm looking across the way and looking behind us left and right.
Impressive behind us.
This reminds me of like high school football games where people start to ring the field. This is kind of what it looks like up top.
Reminds me of the press box at Metamora back in 07.
There's other press boxes around Southern Illinois get like that too. Maul with it. Makes it. 44-32. Tigers on top with 4:56 to go in the game. Mr. Stroffman in to watch the game today, coach of the Blueford Trojans. As the Eagles for New Hebron come across the line, Joey Wright has it, leaves it out top of the key for Baird. And they'll swing it around left wing to Renshaw. Here comes Renshaw. He's had the hot hand of the quarter, misses that one though. Ball rebounded, put back up by Chris Rivera. He's got 4, and it's 44-34. Tigers the other way, they're behind the defense. Krieger gets it to Caleb Logan, he scores. Caleb Logan scores, much to the approval of the Tiger fans across the way. 46-34. Joey Wright goes right wing to Lucas Baird. In the corner, Goodwin. Here he comes. Shot, foul. And that will be on Alex Howard, his second. That was an obvious call. And Mr. Goodwin will go back to the line. He has 17 today.
Well, and that was a good play by Goodwin, Dan. He felt the contact coming, knew it really didn't matter if he made the shot or not, so go ahead and launch it there from the high post. Gives himself to the line to shoot two and try to extend this lead even further. Or actually get cut into that deficit. My apologies.
Goodwin misses the first as everybody's kind of standing around. I've told a lot of people on both sides the last 2 days for the next one, Don't be nervous. Don't hate it. Take it all in and enjoy it. Take everything in. Look at everything. From the moment you leave your house to you come down here and you watch the game and everything after. Take it all in. You never know if you get another opportunity like this again. Second free throw, no good. Rebound goes to Dan for Tigers. He'll get it up to Booza up the right side to a cutting Howard down the lane. He goes over Goodwin. Goodwin wins that battle that time. That's been a good battle all day in this game as Goodwin gets it to Joey Wright. Wright will bring it up to the right side, double teamed, and a foul. And that'll be on number 20, J.C. Mall, his third. Saturday Sports Show every Saturday morning on AM 940 WMIX, as well as online at WMIXSports.com. We have all kinds of guests and talk. We had our WMIX Sports social media question of the week today, which was, if there's a big blizzard that would come through here, like in the East Coast, what kind of things would you get accomplished? Go to Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. New Hebron gets it inbounded to Chris Rivera. He's tied up, and the turnover will go back to the Tigers. Corey Dan's going to check in. Out goes Caleb Logan. Pressure from New Hebron, down 12 with 3:53 to go in this third-place game. Booza inbounds, and it gets to Engelhardt. Engelhardt out to Mall, stolen away. Oh, it's off the leg. We got bodies down and ball stolen away. Howard to Dan at the right block. He goes up, shot good, and a foul.
That'll end up being a huge play right there for Corey Dan. He got himself off the right block, pick up the loose ball, and give him credit. Didn't waste time by trying to dribble, just put it right back up, and now gets the and one.
Goes to the line. Rivera on the foul. Another thing neat to see about this, I said this the other night, the high school players for both sides will show up. Tonight, Woodlawn not able to, and Mount Vernon might be here, but Woodlawn won't. They have a home game. But also see the teachers from both schools starting to show up for both Woodlawn and Rome. That's nice to see as well.
I know a teacher from one of them.
You do?
I think I do.
Yeah, imagine that. 3:40 to go. We'll talk about that in the next game, what our connections are. Down the lane, Rivera slings one up and in. Man, he's like Gumby. He just twinkles around people and throws up shots, and they go in. It's a 12-point lead as Booza comes the left wing to Mall in the front court. Mall goes right side to Krieger. He won't shoot it. He had a lot of threes the other night, won't get to see it. Now the skip pass goes left wing. That pass is stolen away. There's some Woodlawn freshmen, sophomores. I don't know how they're going to last here very long.
They're not.
All right. I hope they figure out where to sit, though. I'm going to have to tell some of them.
Make a better door than a window.
Oh, I know. Booza has it. I can see, though, if I bet that camera's up and running. There we go, and there's a foul. It'll be on New Hebron. Coached by Jason Green, as you mentioned, a Lawrenceville grad.
Played on the 96 Elite 8 team.
Boy, I'll tell you what, there's some good people from Lawrenceville. You know that? A lot
I'll tell you what, that class of 88 is loaded. 88 and 89.
Yeah.
I mean, in there you have Jason White, who we know does basketball and Aces football for us on Wing FM.
Yep.
Bobby Wagner somewhere in there. You have Gus Gillespie somewhere in there.
Oh. Howard makes the first. 22 for Mr. Howard.
Between 88, I'd say 87 and 91 in Lawrence County, you've got a lot of clutch people.
Second free throw off the mark, a little long. Rebound goes to Goodwin, gets it to Joey Wright. Wright will bring it up into the front court. And the left wing, he gets it to Renshaw. 15-footer, it's good. Boy, nice shot by Marcus Renshaw. And that makes it 49-38. Here comes the Tigers. Caleb Logan's open underneath again. Caleb Logan gets a big cheer as he makes another. He's got 4, 51-38. The Tigers looking to finish third in state. Here we go. Other way. New Hebron with it. Rivera shot no good. Rebound tipped off the hands. Booza will have it for the Tigers as we approach the 2-minute mark of the game. Booza across the timeline on the right side. Booza has it. He'll pull it back out to Mall. Dennis Skinn says, we got enough points. Let's run some clock. Krieger has it in front of that bench on the left-hand side of the floor. He'll get it to the right side to Booza. Booza will come dribbling. He's going to go to the lane. He's going to get to the rim, miss the shot, got 200 far under the backboard, and Wright has the rebound. Joey Wright will bring it into the front court. With it, skips it across the right side to Rivera. Rivera will try to get to the rim. He does, loses the basketball out of bounds. It'll stay with New Hebron as it went off the Tigers. I don't know where everybody's going to sit.
It's going to be a packed house.
There's more people here than what seats hold. They're going to be standing on the stairs. And they're going to be standing against the walls on both ends of the floor.
You've got a Jefferson County title matchup in Jefferson County.
Yeah.
Going to be a lot of people.
Yeah, Howard down the lane, missed the layup, gets his own rebound, blocked from behind by Goodwin. Krieger recovers. 90 seconds away, and the Pinckneyville 204 Tigers will finish in third. This will be their 4th trophy in boys basketball. 80 and 11, they were title champions. 89, they finished third. Shot block, Howard. Goodwin again. Goodwin has the ball. He's going to go the other way. Goodwin will pull up just past the attack line on the volleyball floor. Gets it over to Bellinger. Shot glass, no good. Here comes Howard. Howard's going to go to the rim if nobody wants to stop him except Dennis Ginn. He stopped. Dennis Ginn threw up the red light. And Pinckneyville will go under a minute to go, and their fans across the way will stand up and start clapping, as much like their high school fans do at the Panther games. Booza to the right wing to Krieger. Krieger will bring it out. Dennis Ginn's going to bring some kids in, but Rivera's going to steal the basketball for the Eagles and score on a layup. He has 8 in the game. 51-40. Tigers have the lead. Krieger across the timeline will go. We'll see if New Hebron will foul. I don't think Jason Green will foul. Booza has it on the right wing. Booza has it. And Dennis Ginn's going to call timeout. He wants to get some kids in. And let's see who the kids are. As the 204 fans will come to their feet. Grant Murphy, I saw. I also saw Caleb Conway over there. Luke Zelasco is in. And I couldn't see the other one. But we'll remind you on this timeout is brought to you by Rend Lake College. You can get a quality education and save thousands. Log on to rlc.edu, see which program is right for you. Also, wide hours and other emergency rooms. Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. TJ Bork is also in the ball game, as is Drayden Krieger for the Tigers, future Panthers. Well, they're getting those ropes ready.
Yeah, they are.
Trophy medallion presentation going on.
This has a Trout Gym feel to it.
Yeah, back in the day at the Christmas tournament, get your dirty snowshoes off the floor. And the Tiger fans across the way standing up and clapping. They're going to be very proud of their team. 3rd place finish. 1st and 3rd, 2 of the last 3 years. They got to be very proud of that. And 204 throws it in. There's a check from behind. It'll be a 2-minute minor. Just kidding.
Say Bork?
Yep. Well, I said that.
I figured.
We're going to have some free throws as we get ready to go in this. I mean, there are so many people here. It's unbelievable. I mean, they are standing everywhere as expected. Luke Zelasco will go to the line. He's going to get the 1-and-1. Opportunity for him to get his name in the big book here at the state tournament for decades to come. And makes it. He knew what he was doing. No sweat, shooting in front of about 1,500 people right now. 52-40. New Hebron players will go out, and I tell you what, they got to be proud of their effort. 4th place finish in 2013. They'll be able to take their trophy back to Robinson. A lot of good things going on for Robinson this year in basketball, especially high school level coming up. Free throw, no good. Rebound goes to New Hebron. That is Daniel Wyckoff. He gets it over to Hawkins. Hawkins played sparingly the other night. Has first time in the game. Gets to Wyckoff. Ball on the floor, and that's a foul. We will not be shooting the 1-on-1 as there's only 13.5 seconds left. 204 will finish in 3rd place. New Hebron will be 4th. 1st and 2nd we'll figure out in the next game. Here's a corner shot. Bellinger for 3. It's no good. Goes to the floor. Rebound goes to Zelasco with 8 seconds. Timeout Dennis Ginn. He wants to get in Jeremy Opp.
Any relation?
I'm not sure. Jarrett Spithe and then Noah Connor. So they're going to get time on the big floor. Dennis Ginn got the kids in. I can say that's awesome to see a coach make sure everybody gets in this game.
Well, he's been doing it long enough. I mean, he knows. You're not guaranteed a chance to ever get back here. Let everybody enjoy it.
Here come the Tigers up the floor. They're going to dribble out the clock maybe if they can get across the timeline. And that's where this one will end. Final score in the Class S 3rd place game. Pinckneyville 204-52. New Hebron 40. We'll take a break and come back with some scoring and stats. You're listening to Class S State Tournament Basketball on WMIX.
Packaged,
Bad hips? Rickety knees? Why not try aquatic therapy? The Red Lake College Aquatic Center has more than a swimming pool. Try a 6-lane, 75-foot lap pool, along with a whirlpool 10 feet in diameter and a 10-foot by 20 hydrotherapy pool. Aquatic therapy is very affordable. In many cases, the tuition is waived entirely. With special access and dressing areas for the elderly and physically challenged, getting in the water is easy. Experts are on hand to assist with various areas of aquatic fitness and rehab. Call 437-5321 extension 1207 or visit rlc.edu.
Sometimes we sacrifice convenience for safety. Not anymore. Hi, Roy Schmidt Dodge dealer, King City Chrysler, Mount Vernon. The 2013 Dodge Caravan SXT allows for convenient loading and unloading. With SXT's available power dual sliding doors and liftgate, the awkward load and unload becomes a thing of the past. It's easy to see why the Caravan is an IIHS top safety pick, with a multitude of safety and security features. See how you can save up to $2,000 cash allowance or qualify for 0% financing for up to 36 months on the 2013 Dodge Grand Caravan SXT at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or browse all of our inventory at kingcitychrysler.com. Don't forget to find us on Facebook.
Cupid rocks at Newell Furniture in Woodlawn with sweet savings in every department. Lazy Boy reclining, Sealy Cool Gel bedding, Paula Deen, fun and stylish sofas, bedroom, dining room, and more. Plus buy one, get one half price on all jewelry, scarves, cookbooks, linens, willow tree angels, and more at the general store. Get $5 off all tart burners and a free tart with purchase. Newell Furniture in the general store. All gifts bag free, all furniture delivered free.
Drive home the savings. Get the auto insurance protection you need at a price you can afford. When you get a car insurance quote, your State Farm agent, Scott Owens, will help you get all the discounts you deserve and give you 3 different package options to choose from. Or you can customize your coverage so it's the perfect fit. With all this, it's clear why more drivers trust State Farm more than any other auto insurer. Get to a better state. See Scott Owens on 1810 Broadway in Mount Vernon or call 242-3770.
With 2 new hospitals, trusted physicians, and dedicated staff, it's clear that our local healthcare industry is helping to make our community stronger every day. Hi, I'm Terry Prosize, a commercial lender and healthcare banking specialist at Community First Bank. I'm putting over 20 years of healthcare and business experience to work for our medical community and local businesses. Whether you have an expanding physician practice, an existing business, or hoping to start a new business, I have the financial prescription for you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
This is the Class S State Finals on WMIX and on WMIXSports.com.
The final score in the third place game, as disaster about struck the WMIX Sports mobile studio here. The Pinckneyville 204 Tigers defeat the New Hebron Eagles 52-40. Nice game, good game. Pinckneyville finally pulled away towards the end, Chris, and the Tigers are the third place team, and New Hebron is the fourth place team. They've received their medallions and their trophies on the floor.
Well, this great effort, I thought, by both teams, Danny, and you take a look at the season that both of these teams had. Just to get here is an honor, but to come away with the trophy is an even bigger honor. So congratulations to the Eagles of New Hebron as well as the Tigers of Pinckneyville 204 for taking home trophies from the 2013 Southern Illinois Junior High School Athletic Association Class S State Finals.
And that is in the book. They'll get their trophies and medallions. You hear the crowd cheering, and we'll get ready for the title game. We'll take another break and come back, and we'll have the scoring and stats from this third place game. You're listening to the Class S State Tournament on WMIX.
Class Community Hospital is proud to be the presenting sponsor for the Southern Illinois Junior High State Finals. Hi, this is Debbie Richardson, Marketing Director at Crossroads Hospital, and we applaud our 2 local teams, Rome Hornets and Woodlawn Warriors, and wish them the best of luck in their return trip to Ren Lake College. Congratulations on your 2012-13 accomplishments. As we all know, great teamwork pays off. From one great team to another, Crossroads Community Hospital It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Chester Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Chester Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Chester Auto Body, 602 South Park in Chester, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
Talk to your neighbors, then talk to State Farm agent Scott Owens. See why State Farm insures more drivers than Geico and Progressive combined. Great service plus discounts. State Farm wants to get you all available discounts. That's why we apply the savings automatically during your quote. Want confirmation that you're getting all the discounts that you're eligible for? There's a State Farm agent right here in Jefferson County who's always happy to help. See Scott Owens in Mount Vernon or call 242-3770.
This is the Class S State Finals from WMIX Sports, powered by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Welcome back to Rend Lake College. The third place game is in the book. Pinckneyville 204 wins the third place game over New Hebron 52-40. Denny Czerwinski with Chris Hugo alongside, and we will go to the scoring and stats of this third place game between Pinckneyville 204 and New Hebron.
We'll take a look at team shooting first. For the Eagles, they were 17 of 43 from the interior for 39.5%. 0 of 5 from three-point land. They were 17 of 48 from the floor for 35.4%. 5 of 9 from the free throw line for the game for 55.5%. Taking a look at shooting now for the 204 Tigers, they win the third place trophy. They were 21 of 51 from the inside for 41.2%. They shot 0 of 5 from three-point land. They were 21 of 56 for 37.5%. Free throw shooting for the Tigers, they were 8 of 17 for 47.1%. As we take a look at rebounding, it was even. Both teams had 30 boards. The Eagles had 20 defensive rebounds compared to 16 for the Tigers, and no turnover disadvantage either. Both teams had 14 turnovers in the game. As we take a look at your individual scoring, first for New Hebron, 17 points from Hunter Goodwin, 7 from Joey Wright. Can't forget about the 8 from Chris Rivera, as well as 6 from Marcus Renshaw and 2 from Lucas Baird to give them their grand total of 40 points. Now for the 204 Tigers. Alex Howard had a game-high 22, 8 points from Corey Dan, 6 from Kyle Krieger, 4 from Caleb Logan, 4 from J.C. Mull, another 4 from Grayson Booza, and a point from Luke Zelasco to give us our final score of 204-52. New Hebron Christian 40.
They are starting to wrap up the medallions, the trophies, and pictures, as they're going to let fans probably come on the floor for about 4 or 5 minutes, get all the pictures they need. They're going to have some fans that'll leave, and if you get up out of your seat right now, you're going to lose it, because there are some people here in the upper balcony walking areas that are waiting to get in and grab a seat for the title of Jefferson County in Class S, and also the title, basically, in Class S boys basketball this season. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll start the pregame show for Rome versus Woodlawn for the Class S State Championship here on WMIX.
I'm Jason Moore. Look at your next round weather. Clouds give way to some sun for this afternoon, high of 47. Cloudy for tonight. There will be a passing shower late. We drop down to 37. Breezy and mild with rain at times, and we could see a thunderstorm tomorrow. High at 53. Low of 37 again for your Sunday night. A mix of clouds and sun. We'll start the work week on Monday, the high of 50. It remains sunny but cooler on Tuesday. The high drops down to 40. Next round weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Do you farm or operate an agriculture-based business? Then Community First Bank is for you. Hi, I'm Steve Downs, Agribusiness Lending Officer at Community First Bank. With our roots firmly planted in Jefferson County, we offer the stability, strength, and personal attention that you deserve. Community First Bank wants to be your financial partner with customized products for both your personal and farm banking needs. Stop by any of our 5 convenient Jefferson County locations to see how we can help your business grow.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ina. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Don't you hate it when one of your family members borrow your car and then you get in to find all of your settings changed? Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. The 2013 Ford Escape boasts Ford My Key technology, which lets you program individual keys so 2 family members can share the car, yet have personalized settings take effect when they use their unique keys. Wow! With its safety features, best-in-class fuel economy, and aerodynamic design,